What's going on, everybody? Check out this clip from the Pre-Patch podcast.
We are moving on to best sim and strategy game. The best sim strategy is the best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. On here, the nominations are Unicorn Overlord, Manor Lords, Knut. I'm gonna butcher this. Kunitsu. Huh? Say it.
Kunitsugami.
There it is. Thank you. Frostpunk 2, An Age of Mythology Retold. I'm not upset with any of the picks that are on here. I don't think I think these are all good picks.
Yeah, I think it has a good spread for the genre.
Yeah.
Definitely.
My pick for this is actually Metal Slug Tactics. I just talked about this game a couple weeks ago, or like last week or so. Really enjoyed it. It's an awesome little strategy game. It's a very much of a throwback if you like the Advanced Wars and any type of like Final Fantasy Tactics, all that kind of stuff. Great game. They knocked it out of the park. Like, it is so much fun. So I definitely recommend Metal Slug Tactics. That is my best sim strategy game of the year. Tony, on to you.
Best sim strategy game for me would have had to been Frostpunk 2. We talked about it on the channel. I just love the chaos and the sheer ability to make like the hard choices. It's enjoyable from start to finish. A lot more nuances and aspects to the game that they added from the first one. And some different modes make it even harder, a little tougher on you. A religious system. It's a lot. It was really good. Highly recommend.
All right. Enigma.
For me this year, well, Frostpunk 2 is great. I didn't play it, unfortunately. Age of Mythology, amazing, but again, didn't play it. Mine is Manor I played this. I picked this up when it first released. It's early access. It's being developed by a very indie game. I can't, whatever you guys are sending me, by the way, I can't see.
You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it.
It's an indie title. I think it's being developed by like a couple of people in general. And they're doing something that not too many strategy games have been doing, where they take it kind of down the route of you're building your city, but you're also, it's a real-time strategy like games like Warhammer 40K, Total Warhammer 40K or Total War in general, with like the large armies and everything like that. So that one to me this year really stood out, and they've been putting out some really amazing updates for it too.
Isn't it early access still?
It is, yeah.
But according to Jeff Keighley, early access is fine.
Yep.
All right.
According
so we
to Jeff
have our
Keighley,
first
fine.
DLC, our first remake, and our fucking first remake, and our first early access. So we just, if you're keeping for bingo, we just need a remaster.
We hit them all.
And you fucking
hit them all, bro.
You got it. So,
well, we need it. We need that, and we need a season, like a Fortnite season to win as well. So.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure it's coming. The guy that's gonna pick it's over there stuffing his face right now. Don't worry.
He just woke up. He's got the munchies. Give him a break.
All right, Bill. What's your choice?
For me, this is actually a game that came out in 2023, but it was at the end of 2023 after the cutoff from the Game Awards last year. It is For the King 2.
Okay.
Had a lot of fun with this one.
About that game.
I was very harsh on it whenever it first came out. I didn't really like the art style that much. The grid system kind of threw me off. It wasn't very appealing to me from playing For the King 1 and watching how For the King 2 played. But it's so good once you're like hands-on with it. I feel like they really made a lot of very meaningful advances for that franchise, and it's a blast. It's a really good time. And if you enjoyed For the King 1 and something about For the King 2 kind of threw you off, I'm here to assure you it's unfounded. Go play the game. It's good. It's very good.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick it up. Was like something about it threw me off when we first saw it. Now I don't know if it's the art style change or the grid system change that messed me up, but I might have to.
For me, it was the grid system, and I actually I'm a big fan of the grid system after getting hands on with it. So
I need
I'll have to go check it out.
Play that.
We need to go. Yeah, we need because we played a lot of For the King 1 together.
I'm here. That was a fun time.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, Scruffy, bringing up the rear, man.
Yeah, man. not really my category here, but I actually do have one that should count. It is a simulation game, but more just like a sandbox building game. It's an indie game called Tiny Glade. I don't know if too many are familiar with it.
Okay.
It's actually a game that I got my sister, and she's been playing a ton of it. So we've played a few or a bit of it together as well. But it's pretty much just a game where you just like kind of build like cottages, forts, and fortresses, and it's just like very well crafted. It's got very nice meshing and like kind of building style. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like like Sims kind of, but just
this is
like
more
medieval times.
It's more of like a map creator, really, in a lot of aspects, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it definitely could be like, you definitely use as like a map creator as well. But it's very beautiful, and just it's very aesthetically pleasing, the way that if you ever like look at it, the way that you build things, it all just kind of like forms where your mouse is. It's like you're terraforming everything. It's really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Never even heard of it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the patch notes. And if you want to join us live, we stream every single Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube as well as on Twitch. Also, if you miss a show, you can always catch us at anchor.fm/prepatch podcast or wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the show.